Oh man, it's time. It's the spring. Spring has sprung. It's time to build your tolerance. This is how we're gonna do it. It's me, Donnie, the Chili Mancer, bringing you premium spicy content for yet another video about how to build your tolerance. Today we've got 3 specimens of hot pepper that are readily available. I'm gonna tell you all about them right after this. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. I know I've been gone for a while. Winter held me hostage, but I'm back and I'm ready, better than ever, to bring you guys some premium spicy content regarding hot peppers, building your tolerance, and just being, living that spicy life. I'm gonna eat 3 peppers. This video is for everybody, but I do have a focus on the newer pepper community. Welcome, guys. If this is your first year eating hot peppers or growing hot peppers, if you have always wanted to build your tolerance, but you just didn't know how to do it, I'm your guy. This, of course, is a readily available jalapeno. You can find these things pretty much anywhere. These are pretty spicy for most people. Is the serrano pepper. The serrano looks a lot like the jalapeno pepper, and a lot of people don't know this, but these were picked early. Green peppers are picked early. They will ripen. Jalapenos ripen to red, and I believe serranos ripen to like an orangey red. And then, of course, you have the always feared habanero pepper. What I will do today is I'm going to cut these in half, show you exactly what's inside of them, and we will munch together. So if you've got something spicy, go ahead and grab that. If you don't have these peppers yet, go ahead and you can pause this video, go to the store, grab some of your own, and come back. I'll wait. Oh, hey, you're back. All right, I guess we'll start with the least hot. That's the jalapeno pepper. We'll get started at cutting this bad boy open. All right, I had to find a knife. Here's the jalapeno pepper. We're gonna open this up on camera. That way you can see what it looks like. Do not try this at home. I am an experienced professional, which means I'm probably gonna cut myself. Now, if you haven't opened up a jalapeno pepper, this is what they look like on the inside. That's a lot of placenta, a lot of seeds. All of this light colored stuff, that's called the placenta. That is the stuff that the seeds grow on. The seeds actually don't contain all the heat. That's what a lot of people say. They're like, oh man, all the heat's in the seed, but that's not quite true. The seeds are coming out of the placenta here, and the placenta is the part with all the capsaicin. I don't eat the seeds. I don't like seeds. If you've got stomach problems, if you've got intestinal discomforts, the seeds don't get digested. They'll stick inside of you and cause you a bunch of pain. So I don't eat the seeds. Plus, if you keep the seeds, you can plant them and grow your own plants. A lot of folks don't know that. We're just gonna get rid of those. Now, I'm not wearing gloves, but a lot of people do, and I would recommend it. You don't wanna hurt your pee-pee or your hoo-hoo with hot peppers. This is it. You might have seen this before if you've ever made jalapeno poppers. That's what that is. Look at that beautiful pepper. That's a good looking pepper. But these almost smell to me, they almost smell like bell peppers. You know what? It kind of smells like a freshly mowed lawn. All right, so let's see. Now at the beginning it did taste like a bell pepper. Very juicy, very tasty. It doesn't taste as dirty as a bell pepper. It has more of a bright flavor. This one's very juicy, almost like celery or something. It's actually a pretty tasty pepper, to be honest. So that's the jalapeno. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 1. I can tell the heat's there. Got a little burn in on my lips, just a little bit. These are a great pepper to start out with because they are very hot whenever you start out eating hot peppers, but it's not gonna be as dangerously hot as some of the other peppers that you can start with. Next, I'll show you a pepper that is a lot like the jalapeno, but it's smaller. It's the serrano pepper. So let's grab that serrano. There it is. Okay, cool. Just cut this up, and now these are a little bit more dense than the jalapeno. They're smaller by comparison. This is the jalapeno, this is the serrano. So there is a difference in size, but don't let that size difference fool you. These pack a wallop compared to the jalapeno. What's this middle part called? That's right, guys, it's the placenta and the seeds. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut that out because we don't want diverticulitis or anything like that. And you know, there's plenty of people who eat the seeds, and if you're in a chili eating contest, you're gonna eat the seeds. So don't think that, you know, they're gonna hurt you or they're bad. I just choose not to because I choose not to. I choose to not experience that. So here it is. As you can see, the flesh is a little bit thinner. It's not quite as thick as the jalapeno is, it's pretty much made up the same way. You know, it's like a very similar type pepper. Let's jump into that. Okay, right away, it doesn't have the same kind of juicy crunch as the jalapeno. It still smells like grass though. It smells like a freshly mowed lawn. It's funny because the flesh is thinner, but the skin is tougher. You know, it's like harder to chew through it. The heat's there though. The heat, on my scale, the heat's maybe a 1. It's still just like a 1. It is noticeably hotter. I guess I better call it a 2 then. It is noticeably hotter than the It's noticeably hotter than the jalapeno. If you're at the point where you're comfortable with a jalapeno at this point, I would definitely recommend going and getting some serranos to do the next level up. Serranos are great because they're so similar in heat to the jalapeno that you're not going to have a panic mode. But if you're used to the jalapeno, it's going to push you a little bit further than you're currently able to go. So definitely a really great hack is the serrano pepper. You can slice these up and put them on nachos and stuff just like you use jalapenos. There's a lot of good recipes out there for serranos, so I recommend going out there and checking that out. Now we're doing the habanero. The habanero was the first pepper that I made a video about. I love these peppers. They're fruity, they look cool. Right there, it's got a little hole in it. I'm gonna cut this open and I'll describe the smell to you. And if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. That really does help me to get the word out about the channel. We've had a lot of fun in the past year along the way on this channel, and I couldn't have done it without you. Here we go. This one does look more like a bell pepper or something of that nature, but don't let that fool you. The shape is completely different from the jalapeno or the serrano. It's got more of a fun little lantern-y shape. You can plant these seeds and they've got a pretty good chance of growing. You buy one habanero for negligible cents, like less than a dime, and you've got as many habaneros as you could ever possibly eat, as long as you got a green thumb. Now that we have opened it up and we have removed the seeds and the placenta.
What's going on, guys?
Okay, phew. First off, this smells hot. It smells like heat, and I don't know how to describe the smell of heat to you. You just have to really experience it for yourself. That capsaicin smell from inside the peppers. The pepper will let you know if it's gonna hurt you or not. If you go back and watch my very first video, I ate one of these and it tore me the F up. It was so bad. I was drinking like sugar milk. At one point I was like, it is what it is. And I thought I was being so cool. I was like, it is what it is. But really I was like, it is what it is. It was bad, but it did build my tolerance. I ate a habanero every day for like a week. If you do that, I guarantee you these things will, your tolerance is gonna build up, so these won't hurt you as bad, but it smells hot. It actually smells bright. The green grass smell from the last two peppers is not here, and it's replaced by almost a light, sweet, fruity scent. It's a little more juicier than the serrano. The flavor, I don't know what to compare it to. See, it's hot. There's that heat. You'll see people online all the time talk about ghost peppers and Carolina Reapers, 7 pots, death spirals, you know, gator jigsaws. These peppers have some scary names, but this lowly habanero, this will get you there, man. You don't have to eat super duper super hot peppers and get completely wrecked to enjoy the endorphin rush of peppers, and that's one thing I think is awesome. You know, it's not an extreme amount of heat, it is just definitely heat. It's not like the water's boiling, it's like you turned on the hot water faucet all the way and stuck your hand in. It's not gonna kill you, probably. The trick to not freaking out about the hot peppers is what I like to do is I like to just relax. Just kind of like picture my body relaxing, because what we do is we get heightened, we tense up, and we get like, you know, it gets our endorphins pumping and our adrenaline starts going and we're like, oh my god, I gotta get out of this. But the trick is to calm down, remain calm, and remember, this isn't burning, it's not physically hurting me. Just sit with the pain. Because whenever you can learn to sit with the pain, it doesn't hurt you anymore. And the pain's still there. You know, it's still going to be hot. But just like feel the pain. Feel the sensations. One great thing that pepper reviewers do that I didn't realize was a tolerance hack until I got into this. A lot of pepper reviewers, they'll sit there and objectively describe their experience. And when you can objectively describe your experience, you have less of a chance to enter that panic mode. Because remember, this is going to go away within minutes. The heat, it might be intense now, but as they always say, this too shall pass. And then whenever it's done, when you understand that the way that you can just let go of the pain and just kind of swim in it and float around in the ocean of experience that you're in, you can start to enjoy it. And that moment when your body feels all of that pain and it sends the signals to your body to calm the F down, it already subsided. It was super hot for a second. I had to use my skills. I had to calm myself down. But I'm good now. And you'll be good too. It does hurt a little bit. Your guts might hurt, you know, at first. If you're not used to eating super hot peppers and stuff, your stomach might hurt a little bit. I do recommend drinking milk beforehand. Cottage cheese is great. Big heaping things of things like absorbent stuff like rice, pasta, potatoes. That's great for preparing your stomach for hot stuff. Prep is just, you know, filling your stomach with something. You know, you might have the fire out back. That happens too. You know, but just use your skills. I keep showing you this pepper because, you know, I don't know. Well, that was fun. Showing you 3 different kinds of peppers. Those are the 3 stages that I would recommend. You know, and you can swap it out if you don't have access to the jalapeno, the serrano, or the habanero. Just get things of comparative heat. You know, Thai peppers could be exchanged for the serranos. You could use Tabasco peppers. So there's a lot of options out there. Cayenne peppers. If you have access to cayennes, you can use those. But the trick is just step yourself up. Find the edge of your comfort zone, and then the very next time, go past that, just by a little bit. You don't have to eat a Carolina Reaper at the very beginning. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. If you eat a Carolina Reaper before you've even been able to conquer the jalapeno, you're going to hurt, for one, and you're not going to feel good, like, about hot stuff. Like, you're going to be like, why would I ever do that again? That hurts so bad. Like, that was not a pleasurable experience. But if you build your tolerance up a little bit, you can make it a positive and pleasurable experience, believe it or not. That is the case. Oh, man. Well, I do want to do some shout-outs. Of course, shout out to my homies, the pod people. You guys have stuck with me this entire year, and it has been pretty sweet. We do a Burn Together session every Saturday night. Sometimes we do it live. Sometimes we do it live, but most of the time, it's just us hanging out over on the Discord channel. I'll put a link so you can join down below. That is a temporary link, so it will expire shortly, so make sure you go down there and click that thing as soon as you possibly can. If for some reason that expires by the time you're able to do that, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and I'll go ahead and get you a fresh link. I'm just trying to stop the spammers from getting in. Okay, you dudes, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another episode of stuff. I don't really have a name for this kind of a segment, but I do want to say that I appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to everybody in the chili community. Shout out to the Sons of Fire and Farmer Jay, Jiff the Fireman, and a legion of chili heads all over the world. You guys are my brothers and sisters, and I love you. Go check out the Old Agnes store. Check out Alpha Omega Hot Sauce, and all of the rest. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Donnie the Chili Mancer, and I'll see you tomorrow.